Okay, so we are going to do the 3 by 8 decoder, and when we talk of 3 by 8 decoder, we are talking about 3 inputs and 8 outputs. And in decoders, the output is usually more than the inputs. So here we are drawing our input pins. So we are just copying and pasting. So we'll be having 3 input pins. And then 1 enabler. So we just name them. So we represent the first one with A, and then the second one with B, and then the third one with C. And then the enabler as well, we represent it with E. Okay. So now we are drawing our input lines. Input line. And we need to have our NOT gate. So this is the enabling line. So we need to have our NOT gate. We need to arrange it well, position it well. We have 3 of them. And we connect it to the input lines. Then after we draw the NOT gate line as well. So this is our 3 by 8 decoder. That's what we are doing now. So now for the inputs, we use the AND gate. For the outputs, sorry, for the outputs we use the AND gate for the outputs, and we will use 8 of it because it's 3 by 8 decoder. So we just copy and paste, but for the pins for the AND gate we are using 4 pins because of the 3 inputs and then the 1 enabler, so making 4. So we just have to copy and paste the AND gate for the inputs. So we are just copying and pasting. So we need 8 of it, so that is. We need to position it well. Then after we connect the pins to the first pin to the enabler. So we are just connecting the first pin to the enabler. So connecting each of the first AND gate pin to the enabler. So this is our 3 by 8 decoder. Just watch it carefully how it is demonstrated. After we draw our output line, that's what we are doing. We're drawing our output line. And then our output line. Okay, let's connect the LED to it. So we go and pick the LED and connect it to each of the outputs. And copy and paste, 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 copy and paste. Okay, so we have to name our outputs. We have to name the gates of our outputs. So let's represent it with D. So now the first one is D0, second one is D1, third one is D2, fourth one is D3, fifth one is D4, sixth one is D5, seventh one is D8, 6, and last but not the least, D7. Okay, so now let's connect the other three things to the input line. So we are going to use the truth table for it. So with the D1, we have 0, 0, 0 for the inputs. So connect it to it, 0, 0, 0. And then the D1, we have 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1. And then the D2 we have 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. Then the D3 we have 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1. Then the D4 we have 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0. Then D5 we have 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1. And then the D6 we have 1, 1, 0. 1, 1, 0. Then the D7 we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now let's put on our enabler and then test and see if the decoder is working. So for D1, you have to have the input to be 0, 0. So let's put on the enabler. Now you can see that the D0 is on. Yes, the D0 is on. The switch has turned to red. You know, the enabler is always constant. When you put on the enabler, you only need to change the input. So the input or the output determines the input that pass through it to get the output. So with D1 we have 0, 0, 1. So with D1 we have 0, 0, 1. That's why the D1 switch is on and the enabler 2 is on. But when we off the enabler, all the data is off. That means there's no data passing through the decoder. So the enabler is the one that is the main switch. Let's put it that way. So now when we want to on the D2, we have 0, 1, 0. So now you can see that the A is 0, the B is 1, and then the C is 0. So with that, the input has determined the output. And then when it comes to D3, it is the same thing, 0, 1, 1. So the A is 0, and then the B and C are 1, 1. So let's keep testing all to see if they are all working. So with D4, we have 1, 0, 0. Then with D5, we have 1, 0, 1. Then with D6, we have 1, 1, 0. And then with D7, we have 1, 1, 1. So guys, you can see that our decoder is really working. Thank you.